Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm ForHippo and welcome back to some more Minecraft. In last episode, we spent our time converting the skeleton spawner into a skeleton farm. We also moved the farm from here over there, as well as expanded our animals, so now we have our sheep and cows as well. In between this episode and last episode, I did pretty much nothing except for I did farm a little at the skeleton farm, so now I have a stack of arrows. So that will be helpful for the end fight, as well as fighting the phantoms hopefully later in this episode. But speaking of this episode, the goals are for today is we're going to make our brand new copper weapon that just came out. We are going to try to make some slow falling potions for the end fight, and we're going to go find the stronghold. Like I was saying, we're going to craft a new copper tool, which is the copper spear. I think I had it in a thumbnail like 2 or 3 episodes ago, but it is finally out. The mountain... What is it? No, that's not what it's called. The Mount of Mayhem update is finally out, which includes the brand new weapon, the spear. I have never used this before, so we'll see how this goes. I saw a zombie over here, so we'll test it on him. So I know it has a slightly longer range than a normal sword, and it doesn't do a ton of damage like this. The main perk is that when you're going fast, it does more damage. It wasn't even set up. 1 second. So if you're running, you'll do more damage to it. Hello? Is this just not going to do any damage? Alright, clearly I don't know how this works. I thought you just... yeah. Oh, maybe I'm pointing too down? Or maybe I'm starting it too late? I don't know. Alright, back up, boys. Oh, okay, so it just has like a really long range, and if they're already in your range, it doesn't hurt them? Weird. So we gotta make some distance between us and the spider real fast. Okay, now if I start it, and then run towards them... Okay, it hit him once. All right, well, okay, I guess I can't judge this tool too much. We are using the copper variant, so like the second worst. Wait, can you make a stone one? Okay, no, you can make a stone spear. Okay, so this is the second worst spear in the game. So we can't judge too harshly considering it is one of the lowest you can possibly have. But that being said, it does have enchantments, so let's see if we can go find some for it. Wow, what great options we've got here. Let's just not do any of those. All right, I guess we'll take knockback maybe. Maybe that will help push the mobs away. So with the spear, it's all about speed. So just like how the mace is about how high you fall, the spear is about how fast you're going, and running speed isn't going to do a lot of damage. So we're actually going to try out Magikarp to see how he does with the spear. I don't know how to separate these at this point. I think we just have to shear it. Yep. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go find some things to kill. All right, so we have this donkey over here. Let's see what happens here. You know, I just realized I don't know how much damage I'm doing. I'm just kind of... Oh, I just one-shot the sheep. Okay, hold on. All right, let's find another animal real fast. All right, well, there's no more animals around the base, but that's fine. We're going to be using Magikarp a lot today, actually, so... let's just get going with it, shall we? All right, in order to find the end, we need those ender pearls that we got, the 15, and we need a bunch of blaze rods. So we're going to convert some of these over, by some, all of them, and we're going to convert we'll make about 8 of them real fast, and we'll see how many we need once we get to the end portal. Some of them will have some of the eyes already built in, so we're hoping we have some, but otherwise we'll just have to get more. All right, so first things first, we got to throw this. Alright, so the end is that way, and it didn't break. Perfect. So I got a bunch of extra pearls just in case the eyes break, because they randomly do. I don't know what the percentage is, but it happens. And I specifically waited to start finding the end with Magikarp for the update, because now Magikarp will just bob in the water, rather than before they would just sink and they would kick you off. So... travel will be much easier now that we have the Mount of Mayhem update out. I also forgot we gotta test out the spear damage. So we got some cows over here. Alright, that didn't one-shot him, but that's okay. Man, I don't know... oh, there we go. I'm not sure where you're supposed to aim. Do you aim above, below? I don't... because I feel like when I was aiming at him, it wasn't hurting him. Okay, well that works. I mean, so a copper spear with Magikarp speed is one-shotting them. It looks like it takes 2 hits for a cow, and I'm very curious to see what it's going to be like with an elytra. I don't know if it's going to calculate the speed for that as well. We one-shot sheeps as well, which is fun. And then with the spear as well, you just can't hold it down the whole time. If you hold it, it will start at this position, but then you'll get tired, so you're returning it, and then it will drop lower here in a second. Yep, and then it's done. So that's the cycles. I think it does less damage as you get to those the sideways, and the straight pointing down. Another portal. Let's go check this out real fast. Oh, okay, so if you jump off too high of a gap or too high of a cliff, you will still fall off the horse. But at least I can bob in here, which is fine. It's not fast, but it's better than being kicked off. All right, I'm gonna put Magikarp over here so he doesn't step in lava, which I don't think there is any around this one. Usually there's lava, so. A mending shovel is not terrible. I mean, it is gold though, so it kind of sucks. I say that, but I've been using a lot of copper tools, so, which are objectively worse. All right, but anyway, let's go check out where we need to go. Oh, we already passed it. That's actually really close. Oh, okay. Well, it broke. That's all right. That's why we have the extra ender pearls. All right. So, oh, hello. Let's see how these do. That's another thing about the sphere. You can run through multiple enemies, which is fun. All right. We haven't been hit yet once, which is nice. Oh, okay. I think that was actually the magma cube. Yeah, magma block. Okay, I think the first damage we took was actually from the magma block, but that's okay. Also, our inventory is already full. Great. All right, well, let's just keep going. So our base is just right over there, and it turned around us over here, so let's just kind of find roughly where it is. Let's then go home, drop off all our items, and then go find it. I'm very curious to see how much damage the netherite spear is going to do. It'll look like it's going to be just around this area right here. I won't lie, it definitely is kind of fun running around with the spear down, killing a bunch of animals. Alright, now that we're back home, let's just quickly clear our inventory and then we'll head back out. We also aren't sleeping through the night because we do need those phantoms to spawn. Alright, we got Unbreaking 2, yippee. Alright, let's go try the spear now out with some actual mobs. Where's Magikarp? Where'd he go? Oh, how did you get over there? What the heck? Alright, let's try the skeletons. Dang. You definitely take some damage, but it's not the worst. I wonder if you rode a camel, you could hurt them without getting hurt yourself. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do not hurt Magikarp. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I did not realize Magikarp was on 1 health. How do you heal horses? Is it hay bells? Yep, okay, hay bell did it. Perfect. Cool. He's all good again. Alright, I don't think the spear is a terrible weapon. However, copper spear, not where it's at, that's for sure. Hey, look who it is! I was hoping we were going to see one of these guys. We have a skeleton, not a skeleton, a zombie horse. So he also will be chasing me down with a spear. Do good old jousting, huh? Okay, we're going to try not to kill the horse, but... Wow, that does a lot of damage. Line it up. Oh no, I killed the horse! Holy moly. Okay, so, just remembered something. If I run into the spear, it also does more damage because it's based off both of our speeds. So I just took like a lot of damage because he was running towards me and I was on the horse towards him. So don't do that. All right, we are back at our spot. We're gonna wait a little longer because I think all these mobs are gonna attack us. All right, I think it might be right underneath this. Yep, okay, it just went underneath. It went underground. All right, Magikarp, please don't wander too far. The other day, TikTok was doing this. I'm not on TikTok, first off. Disclaimer. Not because I think you're a bad person if you are on TikTok. However, I just scroll too much, so I can't be on TikTok. The other day, TikTok was running this like ad campaign, I don't know what you call it, a marketing idea, where essentially, if you got people to click on your link on TikTok, they would give you free stuff essentially. Where like you pick items and if you shared your link and people clicked on it, 4 or 5 people, they would just give you the items for free. I think they were trying to get people to use their TikTok shop, whatever, which I definitely would never have used. But we saw that and we're like, might as well because we have enough friends where we can just send them the link and, you know, we'll just see what happens. So we did that and they actually, like the products that we picked actually got delivered. Like, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I definitely was not expecting them to actually deliver products because like these weren't cheap products either. Like, we paid nothing for these products. We got 3 for free, and it was like a hairbrush, it was a projector, and it was a little like one of those small walking mics, whatever you bring outside and whatnot. I'll put pictures on the screen so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like the mic is supposed to show up today, but the projector and the brush both came. I looked up the projector price. It's like a $40 projector that we got for free. I'm guessing their hope is that people, once people do this, they realize that the TikTok shop isn't full of nothing but scams. I'm not saying it's not a scam. I'm just saying some of the products aren't scams at least. And like, they were nice. Alright, y'all need to chill. Y'all, you're breaking all my stuff. Guess we're making more armor before the end fight. Oh, this is like a full-on cave. I was really hoping it wasn't. I have plans in the future where we do more IRL stuff, and those mics will be helpful if they actually work. Because like so far, like the brush was a really good brush. The projector was it's a nice $40 projector. And like, is it like crystal clear? No, but for the price point, it was pretty good. You can't beat free. Alright, we're gonna go back up and try again. Alright, so it's like right here. So we're just gonna dig too deep, or too wide, I mean, and that way we can't fall in. Alright, another thing that has happened recently, I mean like very recently, as in like today, the DLC for ZA came out. Today's the 10th. It technically came out last night, right, at 6 my time. It was not even 12 hours later before I started seeing several spoilers online, like on my YouTube shorts and whatnot. And like I understand people are, you know, gotta be the first one to post stuff, but like come on, it wasn't even 12 hours since the DLC came out and I saw spoilers for new megas that they didn't announce. I was like, come on, don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but like that's just ridiculous to me. It's like you gotta give people some chance to experience on their own, because it's so much fun to be playing the game and to see a new mega that you haven't seen before, like that's like a brand new for the game. But that's like, it's such a good time, and it's crazy how fast people went in and spoiled it instantly for everyone. Like I understand, like at this point, if you haven't seen some of the megas for like the base game, that's understandable to be spoiled, because like the game is a month or so old at least. It's probably like 2 months at this point. So like, I mean, I hope it's 2 months. It's been out for a little bit, so I would argue it's more justifiable to see a bunch of spoilers. But also, like, if you are gonna show, at least give like a content warning, like a spoiler. It's like, hey, if you haven't played the DLC, don't watch. Also, is this a dripstone cave? What? Yo, dripstone, let's go. Oh, hey, buddy. Sick, we found a dripstone cave and the end fortress. Not the end fortress, the end stronghold, that's what it's called. Sick, okay. All right, here is the end fortress. Let's go figure out where is the portal frame. Yo, I hated that so much. Is this it? It is. All right, let's just pillar up. I don't know when I'll ever need a silverfish spawner, but I always feel bad breaking it. I mean, I guess there's more end fortresses in the world, so let's just break that. Yo, chill. Why is there so many? What the heck? Yo, chill. Oh, shoot. They crazy. What the heck? What is that? What is... Okay. He fixed himself. There are so many. What the heck is happening? All right. Let's just do this real fast. Alright, that actually worked remarkably well. It's crazy. Okay, let's go block. Yeah, they just broke all these blocks. What the heck? Alright, y'all need to chill a little. Alright, we are not going to fight the Ender Dragon today. That'll probably be next episode. So I'll leave the last eye for that. That was crazy. What the heck? Are they stuck here? Oh, looks like, yeah, they're stuck here. Alright, I think I'm actually going to just break pillar back out, and we will add some water here later. Oh, we weren't far at all from our original pillar. Dang. Alright, where's Magikarp? Let's get out of here. There you are. Alright, let's go home, Magikarp. Oh, spiders. Alright, so I was hoping that phantoms would spawn, but they kinda aren't right now. Alright, we are back home finally, and we were hoping for phantoms to spawn, but none have, so we're gonna have to wait until nightfall, and then if it doesn't spawn this upcoming night, we will just probably just go into the end fight without slow falling, which should be fine. I don't know, actually. We have pretty bad armor. Yo, is that a wandering trader? Let's go. What do you got today? Honestly, let's just make a bunch of water potions for him. Probably the easiest way to get some emeralds right now. Wow, you only wanted 2? Thanks, man. Glad I made these. Guys, I almost forgot. It can't be an episode if we don't talk about another way to use birch. This time's for a bee hive, not a nest. It does kind of look like the birch, but I promise you it's actually no different than any other wood type. Alright, we're gonna put that there because we don't have the campfires for it yet. Alright, while we wait for nightfall, let's quickly put the harness on the ghast, and then we can put him somewhere else because he's so noisy. Yo, we can't even get him down here. Dude, get over here. Alright, there he goes. Can you come back? Thank you. Now I need to get... No, come back. Dude, where are you going? Okay, got him. Okay. Let's bring him over here real fast. Where is that lead? Did it disappear, dude? Did it break? Of course it would break. If only there was a way to get some more leads. Actually, can I just shear him off of you? Oh, I can. Okay, I don't have to kill them. See, this mob would be so good if it wasn't just so slow. Like, look how slow this is. Like, if they could just double the speed, honestly, it would be so much better. Because, like, you can get off of him, you can just walk around. See, like, he acts like a platform to walk on so I could build and whatnot, but he's just so slow otherwise. Because like I got all the way up here, now I have to slowly go back down. I don't know, I think Mojang did the Happy Gas a little dirty, I'm gonna be honest. He could have been a way better mob, but instead he's just super noisy and doesn't do a whole lot. I don't know why this is not hurting you, it really should be. Oh, okay, well cool. Now I'm a monster because I hit that guy. Alright y'all, I think it just wasn't enough knights yet. I looked it up. It has to be at least 3, and I thought this was 3 knights. I thought it was 4 now, but maybe I counted wrong. We're gonna have to get the Phantom Men brains in between episodes, I guess. Which is all fine. That's more work on my part, but that's okay. Yo, does he got copper armor on? My guy, let's go! What a stud. All right, well, I guess that's where we're gonna end for now. A little anticlimactic, I guess, but that's all right. I'll just do it in between episodes, or just not at all. We probably don't need it. A good water bucket kind of solves all that issue. But yeah, so we pretty much just spent most of our time running around with Magikarp finally. It's so nice that Mount of Mayhem's out, so you don't have to get off your horse every time you find the smallest body of water. And we just waited around for a Phantom to never show up, which is such a great time. Like I don't know how Mojang made the most frustrating mob in the world. It's frustrating when it's here, it's frustrating when it's not showing up. It's just a lose-lose situation for the Phantom. But anyway, enough complaining for Mojang. But yeah, that's gonna be it. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe down below. We're gonna be going to fight the Ender Dragon next episode, so you have to come back to see what's happening. And until next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!